Greetings. Get what? I ate so much food yesterday. I'm still in a food coma. You guys don't understand. Okay? I ate more food yesterday than I've probably eaten in the last week combined. Okay? So if I want to be a little out of it today because I ate so much good food, dude, we had mashed potatoes, scallop potatoes, 2 different kinds of stuffing, green beans, carrots, sweet potato casserole, turkey, pork. Hold on, I'm not even close to done. Macaroni and cheese, sausage with peppers and onions, veggies and dip, shrimp cocktail, cookies, mini eclairs, 2 pumpkin pies, an apple pie, chocolate chip cookies, some little rolled up cookie thing. What else did we? There was. I brought wine, and I'm glad I didn't. And the mini eclairs, and I'm glad that was all that I brought because there's so much left over. That today I have the honors of going to my mom's and spending probably 2 or 3 hours making my famous, to those who know and have tried them, Thanksgiving egg rolls. Yes, I take all the goodness, the mashed potatoes, the stuffing, whatever veggies, the turkey, and I roll it in the egg roll and I make a homemade cranberry sauce. They're so good. My dad is like, can you please do those this year? Because it's been a couple years since I've done them because they're time consuming. All right, Jay, it's 4 after. You ready? I'm letting you in. Let's do this. So we're going to have Shelby go second since she once again stepped up.
Took a tumble, hit the ground, learn to stand when no one's round. Life's a game of lost and found. Don't let the waves make you drown. Oh, talk is cheap, but scars don't lie. Gotta fall to learn to fly. May your tears all run dry. Sun will shine after the sky. Oh, lessons learned and bridges burned. Life will twist and then you'll turn. Don't regret the times you yearned. Every page is where you learn. Chased the shadows, lost my way. Found my heart in disarray. Broken dreams had lots to say. Built my kingdom from the clay. Oh, every page is where you learn.
My dog is over there trying to treating the couch like it's the ground, like dirt, and I'm not okay with it. Am I extremely faded in color for y'all? My phone's been really wacky lately. Like, I'm almost can't see myself on my screen. Y'all, Santa might be bringing me a Christmas present phone. All right, either way, as long as you guys can see me just fine. I even checked the screen because sometimes my screen will tint, you know? All right, let's do a couple show rules. All right, guys, so being a featured show, no cussing, No smoking, no drinking while in the boxes, no cussing in the comments. Any negativity, you will instantly be removed. And once you're removed, you don't get to come back. This was my serious hour of the week. I promise that it's an awesome show if you're willing to listen. But we do have a lot of fun outside of the show. So just be kind so you can come back. That's all. Right? And besides, I don't have time for all y'all's negative baloney. I'm raising a teenager, and that's about all the meanness I can take. That's about it. I'm maxed out. She maxes me out. So one of my least favorite rules is that, you know, like, let's just say epic stud. I think that is that. I think it's the stud muffin. I don't know, but it's what I read right now is epic stud. Sent the cornucopia, and I'm supposed to just keep talking and move on like nobody's sending these gifts, right? So just you'll see me do this. You'll see me wink. I know I have a goofy winky face, right? But like, it is what it is. Okay. But you'll see me do that. And that's like my little ways of saying thank you, because I do see them, right? And I do appreciate them. But but when the show is going on, I'm supposed to pretend like I don't see that jet right there in front of me, right? Like, I can't do it, me. You guys make me fail every week at that one thing. Thank you very much, guys. Dear Lord, have mercy. I need a sip of coffee. Then we're going to do the Q&Q, y'all. And Q&Q stands for, I'm going to read you a quote, and hopefully you guys will answer the question. And I ask this every week, kind of to my guests, and somehow I've had this for years, and I've never seen this card in here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So it says, we learn from experience that men never learn anything from experience. George Bernard Shaw. What would you go back in time and warn your younger self about? Yeah, and I ask it in a different version, just as like, you know, what would anybody go back and tell their younger self? And I've gotten a lot of no, I giggled because I've raised a boy, and he definitely had to learn every lesson the hard way, and not once or twice, but multiple times. So I giggle because I'm just like, well, at least for little boys, it's true, right? Like, and I think I would say most kids, right? Like, even little girls test patience. What is going on? I must have rubbed that or something. Okay. But anyways, if you're just tuning in, guys, this is Lessons Learned. I'm Silly Lily. We meet here every Friday. And I just read the quote that we learn from experience that men never learn anything from experience. I think it should say people, but I'm going to giggle with the men part. And it says, what would you go back in time and warn your younger self about? I'm just reading the quote, y'all. Look. Look, first of all, like I said, I think most people don't learn from their mistakes because, and hear me out, don't grow up, right? Now, I can say this because I'm one of these people, right? I made mistakes, and I had someone that was by my side to bail me out of everything. And it wasn't until I had to face all of my wrongdoing all by myself that I realized stupid things weren't worth it anymore. So sometimes, as much as we want to help the people we love and we want to make sure that they're doing well, sometimes we're enabled and it makes it way worse. And again, I say this because I was one of those people, right? Like, I had somebody and they were always there, and I never had to face anything alone, right? And I'm not saying like don't be there at all, but like don't you don't always have to bail somebody out, right? Like, you can't, people are going to make wrong choices and you're not always going to be there, right? Like, if I continue to, like, let's just say with my daughter, if I was to do everything to save her ass, then when I'm not here, how are they going to function? You know? And that one was like, damn, because that one hits hard, right? Because it wasn't until I realized, like, my grandma, she just turned 95, right? And that lady, God bless her heart, she should have let me suffer a little bit and learn some lessons the hard way at the beginning, and maybe I would have grown up a little bit sooner. My own fault. I ain't blaming her. I'm the one that took advantage of the situation, but she was just so kind. I wish she would have been mean to me just for a year or two. You know, I think I've learned that I'd rather my kid be mad at me in a moment or for a little bit of time than to screw themselves up for a lifetime. Hey, what are you laying on? Come on, man. That's not cool. You already ate my stingray. Lay down. All right. Oh my God. I think that's everything, right? I think we can get our first guess in the box. Let me double check. I know that I had told Shelby, since she is filling in so last minute. So I was hoping Rob could go first. Okay. Good morning.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
How are
Let me
you
just
today? Thank you for being here.
thank you, thank you. Let me just first preference that when I got the call, I was like, really? You requested me during prime itis hours? Like I just had a whole turkey. Right? I was gonna.
I cannot hear you. Is that me? Is my phone like finally taking its final doo-doo?
Hello, hello.
He's hard to hear. Okay, is there a way we can? Yeah, like you sound very far away, I guess.
Hold on, let me see. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Okay. Much better. Yes. Okay. I was like, man, I don't want everybody to have to stare at my ear the whole time, but my phone's been acting really wonky, so I wasn't sure, because like I almost had no picture, like I don't know, whatever. So sorry. All right. So Rob,
Nah,
is Rob, is that okay? Just call
Rob
you.
is
Is
fine.
it okay? I'm like, make sure.
You can call me anything, but don't call me early for anything else.
I'm not early for him very much out there. I'm seen to be a day late and a dollar short for most of my life. So I'm even late for dinner, man. I'm not even gonna lie. All right,
How
so
are you doing, by the way?
let's Rob. First of all, don't just take off when you're done, because I'm gonna have a few questions and whatnot to ask you about your stream and whatnot, like after we talk. But there's generally more people after, so that way I can get, hopefully get you a few more favorites and stuff to do it later. But let's just let these folks know, like, what is the topic that you picked? Why did you pick it? And then we'll kind of go from there.
Um, I've been saying for a number of years now that people are a resource. And of this year, I've been saying a lot that life is a choice. So I've chosen those two because those have defined me over the last decade or so.
Um, I've been so blessed with an extensive network of people that I've actually skated under the radar of being in any kind of dramatic situations. Like my life is not always sunshine and roses, but I keep it leveled up to a point where I'm always joyful 98% of the time. I leave a
I
little bit of
suspect I give you about
2% for the things that
95% of the time for me. But I got my
you
moments
gotta
and I'm
leave a
in
little
menopause,
bit
y'all.
for.
I'm entering menopause. I'm sorry. I'm angry for no reason sometimes whatsoever. And give me a few minutes, I'll be fine.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, you gotta give a little bit of percentage for life's unforeseen circumstances, the things that you can't predict.
yeah, absolutely. So what made you pick? What did you want to talk about this topic for?
Uh, I wanted to talk about this topic just mainly because I have, like I said, I've been blessed with a network of people, and what I've learned over the last year or two is that a lot of people are lonely out there in the world. And social media has been a great source for camaraderie. And it's also been a great source for discord. There's a lot of discord in social media as opposed to, uplifting. Um, so for me, it's just more like, what do you want to be remembered for? And I just want to be remembered for just creating witty banter, joy, laughter, just always having the glass half full kind of thing. And that's
Right.
always been my mantra over the last 15 years or so. Because and for me, it's just more like I've delved in the realm of comedy. Like I've done stand up, I've done improv, I've hung out with a lot of comedians. So I see the world through a comedic lens, and everything, just about everything can be funny for me, even the things that aren't necessarily meant to be funny. I can create some kind of funny punchline over it because we all hurt in some way or another. So I chose the people are a resource because I think it's true. Like a lot of people
I
always talk.
I definitely, when I got on this app, I definitely was in the middle stages of trying to discover who I am.
Mhm.
I'd spent so much of my 20s and my early 30s trying to make everybody else happy that I completely lost myself. And this app was the first place. And you can, there's some people on here and they'll tell you when I first started streaming, I was very quiet. I was very shy. You'd say a whole bunch of stuff and turn me every shade of red because I just wasn't used to that, right? And then I'd get off and I'd cry because of the trolls, right? Because other people's opinions at that point still mattered, right? I hadn't quite got the understanding and the grasp behind all of it, right? And that's like why today I preach to everybody, man, hurt people, right? There ain't no person in an upbeat, good mood with a good personality trying to be a good person going to go around and be like, oh, Rob, you're blah, 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 and all the negativity. I have nothing negative to say, right? So you get the blah, 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 blah. But like, I don't understand because the more negativity, even if it's about other people that leaves your mouth, the more negativity is going to be in your life. So like I had to learn in order for the positive things to start happening, I had to start being positive. I had to start looking at things in a whole different perspective. And that's when I took on the, you know what, man, these people just can't be good people. And at this point, y'all got me so I was like so upset, I guess, in a moment that it just made me realize like this isn't a me problem. Because if one person, they don't like my hair, right? So I change my hair. Okay. Well, now they don't like the brown, they want it blonde. Well, now I'm blonde. Well, now they don't like my eye color, right? And then they don't like my mascara, then they don't like my blush. And it's just a cycle. No matter what I did to try to please these online trolls, it didn't matter, you know? it didn't matter. So at some point I was like, well, you either like me or leave. Like, I don't care anymore, you know? And it kind of like, it helped me find that realization in me, I think, where I had to accept who I was, right? Like, and this app definitely helped me do that, and meeting the right people and surrounding myself with the positivity. And it made me realize that I'd rather be alone than with somebody and feel alone, right? Because I know you mentioned before the whole, a lot of people are lonely, and we might be, and this app's definitely a great way for us to meet, right, people. But I don't know. I think I'd be lost still without this app. I'll say that. And the amazing people that I've met from here who supported me for being me.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's the thing about me, is that the choice part of what I wanted to talk about is just choosing the path that you want to be on, like despite what everybody else around you thinks or says and whatnot. Because at the end of the day, when people, like, I'll get trolls, I'll run across, so I'm a troll myself. I'm a proper troll and not like one of these Rogan trolls. So like, when someone trolls me, it's not really a thing where I'm like, oh, you got to get out of here. I look at it as, who hurt you?
Yeah.
What broken you? You know, and then we just accept them as who they are. Because I I discovered this quote this year from the late great DMX, R.I.P. He basically said in an interview, you just got to trust people, and trust them just to be who they are. Like, if you a snake, trust them to be a snake. If they're a liar, trust them to be a liar. If they're a cheater, trust them to be a cheater. Just know the people for who they are, and don't try to change anybody, because no one can change anything but themselves.
Yeah.
You can open up their mind to different ways of perspective and listening and understanding. I always tell people I never want to convert anybody. I never want to convert anybody. I just want them to understand who I am.
Right. Yeah, I think, yeah, acceptance is just where it all boils down to. And acceptance of who I am was hard for me. I think it still is to this day, to be honest.
Well, I'll tell you one of the things that helped me over the years, probably a little over 2 decades. There's two things I know in life that everybody can gravitate to and find a connection with. And I've had yet to run across anybody that has not fallen into these two categories. I know no one that doesn't like to laugh, and I know no one that doesn't like music. Those two things are universal. So I bring music to people and I bring laughter to people. And then that's how we form a relationship. And then those that don't fit within my wavelength, I don't wish ill will on them. Like, everybody goes through their things. No one knows everyone's full story. Even if you sat down and talked to them for like 100 hours, you still wouldn't know their full story.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, look, laughter and music, that'll connect us, and we'll grow from there. We don't necessarily need to have everybody in our life. You know, the world is full of the world is 7 billion people plus strong. If someone exits your life, guess what? There are 6 billion plus people left in the world to fill that slot.
Yeah.
It may take time.
I just was my daughter, my kid and I at dinner the other night, and I reminded him of the quote that I say all the time. The people are like parts of the tree. Most people you meet are like the leaves. They're here for a season. They do their job. They they're beautiful till the end. Like, it is what it is, and then they gone. Some of them just blow away. And then and then you've got your your people, maybe people you work with, some of your close friends, and they're like branches, right? Maybe they're here for a couple years, maybe they're here for a couple decades, but whether we lose them or they go somewhere else, you just become distant, eventually that branch is going to break. You know what I mean? But, you know, and I'm trying to remind the kid, like, people enter your lives for reasons. Some of them are lessons and some of them are blessings. And it's hard. It's hard to lose people. It's hard to let people in when you know, like, and I don't let a lot of people in, and I feel like it's a lot of my fault why my kid's so closed off, but it's trying to teach the kid, like, it's okay to be open up. You know, most people that enter your life aren't going to be there forever. When you enjoy it while it's there, live in the moment, being in the moment.
Yeah. Know the difference as well is a key fact. Like, for me, I'll tell you this, the nature of choices. I choose to intake a lot of content and input from various sources. And a lot of those sources help shape the way I move in life in a positive manner. So like I take a lot of quotes from different places and I inject it into conversations because like I think it's very poignant. And I like to actually make a reference at his quotes because I don't want to be like, oh, I know everything. Like no one knows everything. Anybody that knows everything knows nothing. But I think Will Smith said it best before, you know, he went around and thought he was really Ali. I think he said it best that, especially in the world of social media, in today's world, and this was years ago, he basically said that, and I'm paraphrasing, he treats his fans the same way he treats his haters, equally, because at the end of the day, no one person is meant to be really surrounded and engaged with over 10 million people. Like it's really hard to get to know 100 people, let alone 10 million. So that's a lot of eyes on you. Like,
I mean, I think a person's blessed if you've got 3 people you can count on, you know? and I don't think a lot of people do. I think most of us have several acquaintances.
Yeah. And it hurts my soul when I say that. And I'm glad that you brought up acquaintances because you'd be surprised how many people I run into that hate the word acquaintance. And like, I thought we were friends. It's like, let's define the nature of friends and acquaintances.
No, like, I mean, I love a bunch of people I work with, but I don't hang out with them outside of work. You know what I mean? So they're my acquaintances. Like, I don't open up to a lot of people. Like, I just don't. And so, like, these guys know work Lily. You know what I mean? They don't know home Lily. And we are 2 very different people. Very different people, right? So, like, they may think that they know me, but I'm keeping to my damn self, because if I really said the things that I want to say, I wouldn't have a job most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not this sugar coating, you know what I mean? Let's cater to, I'm in the restaurant business, right? So it's my job to be nice.
Yes.
It's my job to be nice. That's not how my real life is. If you piss me off, there's no sugarcoating anything. I don't sugarcoat, right? If my kids are heading towards something, guess what? I don't know how to tell you other than bluntly, right? Like, I just have never had the ability. I said to my mom the other day, I said, I wish I had your ability to lighten the mood when delivering negative stuff, right? Because I don't have that ability. You know, she could come and take a bad topic and deliver it in a way that, you know, you're like, oh, wow, that sucks. I'm just like, here we go, boom. And you're like, oh my God, right? I don't know why. But I've never been a sugarcoater. You know, people go, oh, I want you to hire me. I'm sorry, I can't. What do you mean? Well, you stood here for 10 minutes and complained about how your back hurts. And you want me to hire you to do drywall and painting and climb on scaffolding and 16-foot ladders and like, no.
Yeah.
Well, that you're not even gonna give me a chance? No, I'm not gonna waste an entire day's pay to tell you what I are. You know what I mean? Is there probably a better way I could put that? Yeah, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You know, I'm not going to tell you that my spots are filled or that I don't need help. When the truth is, I don't believe you could do the job. You know what I mean? It's not to be mean. You have a bad back. You think you're going to be able to lift sheets of drywall over your head? No, and I'm not going to hire you and have you hurt yourself trying to do your job. That's stupid. That's ignorant. You know what I mean? I'm not going to put you at risk. It's not that I don't want you to work for me. Maybe if I get like an office position to open up in the future, like maybe that's how I could sugarcoat something, right? Like I'd hire you for that. But like I'm not going to cause you damage to yourself. You know what I mean? Like, no. But yeah, anyway, so I'm just like, no, I don't think you could do the job. Whereas, like I said, somebody else may be like, well, I think that this position may be better suitable at the, you know, and right now at this time, I'd be terrible at like a firing manager. I'd make people be like, what did I do? Well, you don't show up on time, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. All right, so we're running out of time. Was there anything else that you wanted to add to this that we missed, or a summary or anything?
To sum it up, look, the internet is a great source for meeting people. I will tell you the same thing that I told one of my co-hosts, that you will get 100% of 30% of me on here. Like Silly Lily, you will not get 100% of me. I will give you the part of me that I want to show you on the platform. Yes. It'll be the best part. It'll be the best part. And if you can get past the barriers, no matter whether it's me or anybody else, then you can make a true and solid friend. But just know that you do not have to conform to someone else's viewpoint and stance to be liked. Just be yourself. Yeah. There's always another you out there.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there might be a version. I don't think anybody else could quite be me, though.
Well, not exactly you, but you know, as one said before, the things that people like and that they're scared to show, you are not the only person that likes that. So therefore, there's another person that you can gravitate to where you can share commonalities.
That's I say, tell people, you know, when they're going, when someone's going through something and I don't know what to tell them, I just remind them that I can come at you, and I'll say, just like I said, I can come at you at a 99.99% assure of myself rate that you're not the only person who's gone through this. You're not the last person that's going to go through this, and it sucks, but things do get better. You just have to keep putting one foot in front of the other, you know, and I don't know what's going on, but I just maybe thought you might needed to hear that it's going to be okay. Just keep going. You know what I mean? And that kind of is what I try to remind myself, like, this is a really hard moment, you know, and even at work, when you have a very hard customer who's very rude, and if I clap back, I lose my job. They clap back, they get free food. It's not fair. Right? Yeah. So sometimes people can push because they want you to snap so that they get free food, and they'll push you and feel no remorse in that. So for me, I have to remind myself not to change who I am because somebody else wants to pull me down. And it's hard sometimes to stay above, right? It's hard when you're up here and someone's down here and they're pulling. It is so much easier to pull down than it is to pull up, right? So, like, stay strong, y'all.
Absolutely.
And then let's tell these folks, when do you stream? Do you have any other shows or events or whatnot coming up? And what are your streams like?
I have not been on this side of the street for quite a while. I've been behind this. I would like to say I am behind the camera, doing a little directing, coaching, producing, all that good stuff. So it's been a minute since I've been on there, but when you see me on, I'm always jamming. I'm always smiling. I'm always having a good time, whether it's 0 people or 100,000.
Right. Well, Rob, that was a great topic. Thank you. I kind of talked in circles because you're making me realize I got some more healing insides to do. So thank you, but not thank you. Thank you, but you for that kind of thing, right? Like you brought the topic up and I didn't even think twice about it. And as we're talking and the more I'm hearing and the more I'm trying to sound confident, the more you watched me completely just fall into the, well, crap. Right? I'm pretty sure most of y'all watched me go from confident in this topic to questioning everything. Like you guys, I watched it in my face on the screen, and I still tried to be confident. But anybody who wants me, I'm just an honest person, and I'll tell y'all, I came in this topic like we got this, and then the more Rob talked, I was like, this is feeling personal. But that's only because I'm realizing I got some work to do, and that's not a bad thing. So,
Version of yourself.
yeah, it's that whole just that whole I just gotta find a way to be comfortable in myself again. I didn't realize until I was talking how uncomfortable, that I had become, right? Like, because you don't sometimes I'm so focused, like I work 6-7 days a week, right? And then mom life and grandma life and all that stuff. So it's just, I'm busy. So I just don't always allow that time for me to realize that maybe that's why I've been kind of, because you get down, right? Like if you aren't focused on yourself and putting yourself first, I don't know about you guys, but when I lose track of that, I do lose parts of me, and I very slowly find myself becoming more exhausted, even with more sleep sometimes, right? Or it's almost like when I forget to put myself first and forget to work on myself, that the rest of my life slowly kind of crumbles. So that was the realization that you made me have today. So I laugh because it's uncomfortable. All right, Rob, thank you. I will update you on my new life choices soon.
Choose wisely.
So little did I know this is going to be a learning lesson for me today. Rob, enjoy the rest of your Friday. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I hope to have you back one of these days.
I appreciate it. Do I drop out or do I?
Yeah, go for it. Thank you so much. Guys, make sure you favorite him. Hit that favorite. Damn it. He took my job and put me in his seat today. Y'all, that's the first time I'd known the topic ahead of time, and then in the middle of talking realized that I had to work on that, right? Like I normally am, that's why I ask y'all ahead of time, right? Good morning, y'all. If you guys are just tuning in, welcome to Lessons Learned. We're gonna skip the middle section and get Shelby in here in just a minute. But that was the first time in this is what, 4 years? We're going on 4 years, I think I started this show. 3 years, 4. Jay, is it 3 or 4? 2022? 4. That's the first time in almost 4 years of doing this show that since I started giving the topic ahead of time and making sure that y'all got me. That's the first time in almost 4 years y'all got me. Thanks, Rob. Guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for the gifts. We're going to get Shelby in the box.
Hi, y'all.
Again. Y'all, this right here, this woman is coming clutch a few times here now. Minute. So Jay, I was in her stream just trying to like unwind, and she's like, guys, I gotta go. And I'm like, and I didn't ask her because she just did this last week, right? I wasn't good at what was it? Jace, Then she's like, 10 a.m. I'm like, that's me. I'm like, I had Eli cancel. Is he asking you for me? And she goes, yeah, lessons learned. And she's like, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, thank you so much. So make sure you favorite Shelby too. Guys.
Well,
All right. Did you pick a topic or are we gonna?
well, I did pick a topic, but y'all stole it. That's not fair. This is all meant for me.
Well, let's keep running with it. What did you have to add to it?
Oh no, don't apologize. Never apologize, baby. Never apologize for being you.
There's always something to add, right?
Absolutely. That's why I'm still running with it, because look, my mind is, I got 2 brain cells fighting for 3rd place right now. Okay. So I'm trying to hang in there.
I think mine are giving each other brain damage back there, running into each other.
I'm telling y'all. No, my topic was actually the Meet Me app. You know how it's grown and how I've grown with it, and it had a lot to do with the trolling. So thank you for stealing that part, but I'm going to put my part in it anyways.
Do it.
When I first started the stream, I was shy just like you. Anything, you know, hey beautiful, hey gorgeous, I was like, oh, you know, that's so sweet, thank you. You know, I wasn't used to it. But the later on with the streaming and getting into it and learning people, there's nothing that you can say that to scare me. I've raised 3 children. One was a girl.
Well, did you have that moment though where you realized that like you just like did you have like a moment where where their opinions no longer mattered?
Yes, actually I've been on here for about almost 6 years now streaming, and it took about 2 years into it. Honestly, it took about 2 years.
It didn't even take me that long. I think y'all got maybe 6 months before my attitude really started changing. And I'd say by the end of the first year, I went from, oh my God, to, shut up. Like, why? Why do you have to say stupid things like that? You don't have to think, oh my God.
Well, you're nicer than me. I just tell them, bless your heart. You know, you need some glasses, or, you know, I just flip it around, because you don't love me, you love the idea of me, honey. It's just a figment of your imagination. I'm on your camera, I'm on your phone.
I love yous. I would ignore them and be like, hey, but after a while, you don't love me. What's my favorite color? What's my middle name? Where's the bill money this month? Why are you not taking care of the kids? Like, you don't love me.
Yeah. And then they're like, oh wait, nope, wrong stream, my bad.
Oh, yeah. Next. Look, guys, and I don't do it to be mean. I do it because when I just say no thank you, y'all just keep going and going and going and trying and trying and trying until eventually I'm like, you know what? I just can't even effing be nice to you anymore. Like, this is, I can't, and that's where for me, I was like, y'all, how many times do I have to say no before I like, no means no, boys. No means no.
Yep. It happens. It really does. I mean, it's just like one of those, here's your signs. Can you read?
Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but when I say no, thank you, or I'm not interested, when you ask me 5 minutes later,
DM me later. Talk to me on the side. No, I don't even check my DMs, bro. You're wasting your time.
Look, if you think I'm going to give you my personal time when I'm right here, exactly, you're nuts. My personal time is not for you. You will earn it if you choose to. There's people I've had in these comments that I've realized I do click with, and they do get my personal time. But I'm not just giving random people my personal time anymore. I am too damn old. I done blew through half my life. And if you think I'm going to waste my time on some jackrabbit trying to get something they ain't going to get, you're nuts.
What she said. Yes. What she just said. Yes. Yes. What she just said.
Now, I could waste your time. We could go on dates, make you spend your money on me, and then still not do that. But I ain't even feel like doing that because I got to hear you whine.
Oh, trolls are fun. I mean, when I first started, I didn't like them, but now they either become my friend and stay, or they just leave on their own. I've just got to that point. I mean, I roll with them. I do. I was streaming this morning, and that's what gave me the idea. And then Jay hit me up. I had someone come to my stream and say, God, you're ancient. And I just looked at the camera. I said, oh my God, I'm ancient, y'all. Everybody in my box was talking gibbering. I had muted everybody, told them, wait, listen. I said, y'all, he said, I'm ancient. God, I look good to be ancient, let me tell you. And you know, I just fed into it. They left. Didn't say nothing else.
It depends on what you say to me. And it depends. Now, if you come at me, I'll banter with you. And if you want to banter in a not so ew way, I'll banter. I like to banter. But if you go at one of my friends or you come at me like in a cutthroat, like disgusting way, I'm not going to banter that way. I'll banter. I like to banter. I like to go back and forth. I like to give people a hard time. But I have to know you to do that. Right. Or I was teasing your guys this morning. And I know you said, oh, I've got pit bulls. I'm like, yeah, they're more like chihuahuas, you know, really. But and they took it, you know, but I made sure LOL and the JK in parentheses, right? Because I don't really know them. Over here, I'd have just been like, no, they're chihuahuas. I don't hear nothing but barking, you know, like.
So I love how you just jumped in like that, because that's what we do. Yeah. I mean, we're not featured, so. You know, it is an adult stream.
I mean, look, we get rowdy sometimes. It's been a while since we've been rowdy, guys. Maybe we need a late night rowdy stream soon.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I want to be invited to that one.
Like tonight.
Oh, wait.
Maybe. Maybe let's 11 o'clock, guys. 11 o'clock. You got 12 minutes. So what do you think is most important, I think, for people to realize when trying to get to know people on the internet? I think that's
what. Can you repeat the question?
Like, let's say that I'm new to the online world, right? I'm new to Meet Me, and I'm new to TikTok. I don't know a whole lot, or I'm really young and I'm shy. Like you said, we were both really shy, right? We got on here, we didn't know how to take a lot of stuff. So, and you know, what would you tell like somebody that's trying to get into this whole streaming stuff and meet people?
What I would literally tell them is not featured prior, but we won't go that one. We'll go ahead and go a different route with it. What I would say is read the room before you come in. If you want to come in as a troll, that is on you. That you know, you are shooting the first fire. Just always remember that. That person can actually be pretty cool in the stream before you go shooting fire. Read the room before you acknowledge your brain cells is all I'm going to say.
Yeah, like that's the first thing I do. I'll enter and I'll say hello. But if I don't know you, that's really all you get till I figure out the rest of the vibe. Absolutely. Because if I come in and we're talking for a few minutes and you're cool, but then you get somebody in the box, right? And then all of a sudden I'm like, ew. And then I'm like, ew, you allow that in here? And then I'm like, oh my God, I sent roses. And I know it's only roses, it's only 100 coins, whatever. Yeah. But the point is it showed that I supported that person. And that's why I'm really careful, because I don't want it's not that I care about the coins. It's I don't want my name tied to that kind of ew.
No, that's absolutely 100%. Because look, Meet Me is like a high school. Okay, a lot of streams is, oh my goodness, did you see what so and so did in their stream? Oh my goodness, did you hear what so and so did? Y'all, we are grown. If we wasn't in that stream, we don't care. Right. We really don't care. You are in our stream. Come talk to us. We don't care about what so and so did in so-and-so stream with so-and-so on top and this one over here on the side, and we don't care, y'all. We really don't. Break your heart, but you know, if you want to gossip, just take it somewhere else. Come back later when you ain't got nothing else to talk about.
I think I'm just going to remind a lot of you that those of us that are especially moms, and it's not just moms, but I'm going to tell you right now, those of us who have teenagers and above, we don't care. We don't care. Our kids are driving us absolutely bonkers.
Yes.
Okay. So this extra drama, we don't care. Until we get our little life in order, I don't need to know what's going on out there. I can't even figure my stuff out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Teenagers are mean, y'all. They're mean beings.
not just teenagers, when they get grown and out of the house, they still
Yeah,
need.
like 18 to 25. Like mine, I got 14 and 24, about to be 15 and 25. So that older one better he's kind of pulling his head out of his butt. But this younger one, I got another decade of this crap.
Yeah, well, bless your heart to that, honey. Bless your heart. I am here. But let me say, if you are raising a daughter or anything like you, just blink 2 times so we know you're okay. Okay. That's all we need.
Some days, though.
But we only have ourselves to blame for that, Lily. Stop and think about it.
That's what I was saying before. That was one of the realizations I had the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, he's probably listening too.
Oh yeah, you'll hear a whole bunch about it when you get off.
Well, I realized that a lot of the things that I see in my kid that make me upset, God, I hate saying this out loud, y'all, are the things I haven't yet figured out in me.
Oh yeah.
So why and how can I get mad when I ain't even figured it out?
That's the question of the day, y'all. When you come up with it, come back to Lily and let her know.
So it's got me all twisted. But like at the same time, like I need to teach my kid to be responsible and adult and turn into a mature, responsible human being that's going to contribute to the society, not take from it, right? So like,
yeah, but stop and think. Raising kids does not come with a book, honey.
Oh hell no, it doesn't.
You don't come. You don't even. You can't even Google it. That's something you cannot Google.
Stupid Google.
Yeah, or Alexa can't even tell you.
Why do we gotta be older than Google? If we was younger than Google, we wouldn't care.
Honey, I'm older than AOL. What are you talking about?
Me too. Me too.
I'm older than cell phones. I'm like pager days.
I'm pager days too. I'm rotary dial on the phone on the wall still days. And the dentist over come pick me up days when they collect calls. So you didn't have to waste your quarter. I don't know if I want to laugh or cry.
I'm laughing. I'm done over the crying. It is what it is at this point. I'm ancient.
I'm from the cassette player attached to my belt buckle with my poofy sleeve days.
Or the wave hair, the wave with the poofy hair.
So I actually used to when I was in, they were actually like this. I actually had, can you guys imagine?
No, I did the wave, the teasing and the wave one.
I had a white girl afro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I have curly hair and nobody in my family knew what to do with it. So my mom would just brush it and I would have poofy. I'll find pictures. I'll try to find pictures and show you. I just had poofy hair every day because nobody knew how to handle my curls.
Look, my grandma gave me a perm, and I'll tell you what, that perm was a perm on top of a perm with a perm. I mean, my hair was down to here and it was up here. I was like, Mama, what'd you do to me? Look like little orphan Annie or some kind of stuff. I'm telling you. I think she did it on purpose. I told you to listen to me.
You know what my mama let me do? In 4th grade, my mama let me get a bowl cut. I kid you not. I'll find the picture. I kid you not. In 4th grade, I had a bowl cut.
Well, mine wasn't.
I wanted my hair cut short. I didn't know that she was gonna put she didn't actually put the bowl on it, but I didn't care. I loved it. I look back now and I'm just like, oh my God. But I hated having my hair brushed.
Yeah.
I had hair down to my butt and it was curly and it was a fro. So at that point, I was like, just cut it short, which was great for brushing, but that just meant it was poofier even, which was fine because it hurt less. But I had a bowl cut in 4th grade, y'all.
But when you got out of the shower, it was beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's until I touched it with a brush because Mama said, brush your hair.
Yeah.
I'd argue with her, Mama, I don't want to brush my hair. And I didn't, as a kid, I didn't know how to, I guess, put it into words. It looks better not brushed, right?
I hid mine. That's why I ended up with the perm. Never hide your brush. You coming out looking like a French poodle. Going in looking like a schnauzer.
Oh man. Oh boy.
It's good to see you laugh. You know you always got to end with me.
The 80s. The 80s. You know, if I could go back, I would go back to the 80s.
Definitely. Yes. Beginning early 90s. That was back when like roller skating was cool. You meet
I'm
up with
every
your
birthday party.
friends.
I had every birthday party with the
Me
Skatosaurus,
too.
yo. We was out doing the chicken dance with the Skatosaurus on every
Yeah.
birthday, every year for like 8 years. I went
Tell me
to the
those
roller
were the
skating
best
rink.
years, I swear. That was back, I swear. I love them years.
Damn it, man.
That's what
But
I'm
you know, that's
saying.
one thing I am glad is my kid. It should. It's focused on being a kid. Like my kid don't want to grow up. Wants
Yeah.
absolutely no adult responsibilities,
All mine
which
grew up too
is
fast.
great. But also, bitch, help. I'm tired.
Absolutely. I'm like I said, I'm blessed. Mine's 28, 22, and 21. So they're all grown. My daughter moved to South Carolina. I wanted to drop an elbow on her neck for that, but you know, what can you do? But
Right.
now,
I'm like, eventually I'm gonna be moving and I've never not lived near all my family, right? And but also at the same time, I hate it here. I
yeah.
stay for my grandma, you know? Like I'll definitely y'all can come visit whenever you want. Open door. But I'm gone. When my kid graduates, y'all, I'm out.
You say that, but as soon as you move out, you're gonna miss them.
Oh, I know damn well I will. But also I deserve to be where I, you know what I mean? Like
Oh, I know what you're saying.
I've never done anything for me because I was such a young mom. Every decision I've made has been because of my parents or because of
Oh,
this.
yeah.
And then once, you know, I was pregnant at 18, so it was I had a few months to where I had freedom, barely, right? And
Yeah.
then poof, I'm pregnant. Well, now decisions I make have to be based around my kids. And so I've never done just because of me. And that's why I'm like, I love my kids, but I also am like, y'all grow up already because before I'm 50, all my kids will be grown out the house. And that's when I'll actually finally, for the first time, get to start focusing on just me. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm
It's nice. I mean, like I said, you do miss them, but to not have that worry and that I guess you could say schedule, to have your own schedule and do what you want when you want to do it is so much better. I'm not gonna lie. I think you just, you know, when I get off here, I'm gonna go play Fortnite because I ain't got to go cook lunch no more.
yeah, I for me, it's the you know the financial parts of things, right? Like there's a lot of things I want that I don't get to have
No,
because
that's another
I'm a
thing.
mom and my kid comes first, right? So there's a lot of things, and it sounds stupid, but I've wanted stupid little things for a lot of years, right? And I don't get them because my kid comes first, right? So
Even
I'm
though,
like, hurry up and graduate so that money I spend on you, obviously I'm going to help with college and stuff. I'm not ever going to leave my kids hanging, but that extra couple $100 a month that I would spend on all kinds of stuff can actually be on me.
right.
But all right, it's 11 o'clock. Shelby, thank you so much again. Was there anything else you wanted to add to this before I ask you when
No,
you
I'm
see
sorry.
what
I was actually getting a phone call. I was telling them, hold on just a second. I'm in a featured show because it was the last minute thing. So I'm so
You're all
sorry.
right. You're all right. All right. Well, I will let you go get your call. Guys, make sure you favorite Shelby again. She filled in so last minute for us again this week. I appreciate you. And I'll come hang out soon.
Okay.
Have a good Friday. Bye, Shelby. Let her get her phone call. All right, y'all. Do we want to stay on for a little bit? I can, I mean, eventually I'm gonna have to, we might have to just do a restart. All right. Okay. Ooh. Thank you. All right, I guess. Thank you for watching. I probably should have just done the thank you for watching the show, guys. Have an amazing Friday. Remember, I love you. I believe in you. Never ever give up on your dreams. And then 3, 2, 1, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and now the show's over. I probably should have done that. I'm too focused because I know I got to get on the road here. I'm glad the snow stopped. I was not looking forward to driving in it, but it stopped now. I'm driving either way. I'm making this trip. It is long overdue. Long overdue. I'm going to try to, but when I leave, the internet's going to disconnect, and then I'll lose my chat. That's the problem. Cool dude, that doesn't fucking matter. The only thing that fucking matters is my mom isn't thinking that. So shut your damn yapper. That's only for me to be worried about, all right? There's no decisions need to be based off of that right now. We're gonna go and it's gonna be fine. Hi, Boop. God, always trying to ruin everything for me. I asked you to take the dog out when you got up.
I was waiting for you to finish your stream.
No, I asked you because I'm going to be leaving and he can come with me. He had to wait a whole extra hour. Like, I'm getting super frustrated. When I ask you to do something, it's not getting done.
So I didn't walk in there, walk past you, and make a lot of noise.
I asked